whatchamacallit is up. It's starting now.
I'm playing.
Good morning, everyone. What's poppin'? Welcome to another episode of Blurred Podcast, and we have such an amazing show today. We have not only Lady Gunn in the building, me and her are suffering from the same illness of hangover. We have Demigod Sean in the building, and we have Dad Pat, and we have a special guest with us, the hypest of the hype, the hit sauce himself, the fat man.
Ooh.
The common rider, the common kick.
Bless you. Ooh.
Okay, listen. We're trying to introduce right now, and somebody in the background is dying. Right? We need to. Hello, hospital immediately. Call the everything. Jesus.
Whoever that is got COVID-22. Like, got to be more careful.
Good morning, everyone. What's poppin'?
Got to be more careful. All right. Is this the part where I introduce myself and say hello? Hello, welcome. When the path of man and beast intersect, blurred lines and makes no kin. Once again, good morning.
Good morning. How's everyone doing today?
This is solid good morning. Solid good morning.
It's a morning.
I feel like good mornings have to wake people up. Like if you just, hey, good morning, man. Just let me go back to sleep. You ain't even trying.
Right.
You even try.
I feel that.
I ain't mad at that. Lady Gunner, you know you supposed to go first. They broke the rules. How you doing this morning, lady?
Nigga already said that hangover is kind of.
Oh, the hangover.
Bro, she
is
partied last night, boy.
Y'all turned up, huh?
Man.
Turned the fuck up.
I had 21 shots yesterday, so I'm not.
You had 21 shots.
21.
Was it your birthday?
No, we just decided.
Was that a basketball game?
Did Drake ask you? Like,
I had yesterday was a long day, and we just got to drink. We killed the fifth yesterday.
Y'all just went shot for shot. Okay.
No, we went cup for cup at that point. It was no shots. It was just pouring cups. Niggas was just doing their thing.
Yeah, that's not a great way to stay in shape.
Nah. But it's a great way to get rid of.
Liver in the chat says it. Rest in peace to that liver.
I have no liver. Ain't no liver.
That's why it's rest in peace to it.
It's been gone. I went to Vincennes.
There you go, Lady Gunner. Go whoop whoever it is making all that noise in the background. Whoop they ass.
Right. Give them the strongest Shinyuken.
Thank you.
Just straight through the ceiling.
Shinyuken.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got a nice thick show today. EA cancel unannounced Titanfall game, Knockout City, Avengers, and
We
what
got
is it? What was the other server?
TLOU Season 2 confirmed. Fans are upset at the changes to Bill and TLOU. And James Gunn DCEU plan.
Yeah, but we there was another server that was down, Knockout City and
No,
Rumbleverse.
City and,
Rumbleverse
is going down.
Yeah,
too?
Rumbleverse is going down. Yeah, Rumbleverse is coming down. Please don't. Yeah, it was.
But wait, Rumbleverse was supposed to be the greatest new fighting sensation since the.
No, you're talking about. I think you're talking about multiverses, right?
No. Max said that Rumbleverse feels like a fighting game.
Good morning, Ryan.
You know what? If Max said it, then it's true.
Man.
Goodness gracious. All right. So just very quickly, let's skim through this quickly here. What is everybody playing right now? Perry, what are you currently playing? Or is it what we think it is, and it's just Overwatch 2?
I competitively play Overwatch, but I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise.
Okay. How are you enjoying that?
It is a beautiful fucking game.
Yes. Dope. I have plans to get to it. I created my character. Which I created my character based on Linux, and then I also created my cat after Nipsey and my dog after Cora. So a portion of my household is in that virtual world. So I'm hoping to get back to that after review season. Mace, what are you playing, man?
Final Fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely yes. But no, I've done so many because I am close to graduating from my esports class now, so I've been doing a lot more fighting game stuff.
Congratulations.
And I've literally everyone just like, what you doing this week? Will you commentate me playing fighting game? You ain't even on stream. You just want me to be there at your house just to commentate. All right, I'm on my way. Let's go. So it's just been me and fighting. Fighting games are blowing up. There are 4 tournaments happening right now. The Tekken World Tour is happening right now. Capcom's Cup is next week. And Frosty's was this weekend, which our boy J Force.
Shout out to J Force.
Soul Calibur. Top 8 Soul Calibur. That man's going home with at least $500. So it's been fighting games have been great to me. So I've been playing fighting games. You can't just play one. You try, but there's others. So that's what I've been.
I love it. I'm gonna cut ahead. I was gonna have Sean go next, but I've already been singing the praises from the top of the mountain. I've been playing a lot of X-Men Children of the Atom, which is a X-Men fighting game made by Capcom. It is the genesis to Marvel vs. Capcom as a series. And it came out in like 94 or 95, and it's so good, and I'm having so much fun with it. And I'm probably gonna play some more the first chance I get today. Demi Sean, what are you playing, man?
I'm actually playing Forspoken and of course Destiny. I've been playing Forspoken on stream a lot. I'm just about done with the story. I'm at the second to last Tanta. It's been pretty cool for me, honestly. It's been pretty fun. The combat is pretty cool. The banter is goofy and lighthearted, and sometimes makes you think a little bit. And I don't know. I think everybody should at least give it a chance. Maybe not for the $70, but when it comes out for the weekly PlayStation games, give it a chance.
Yeah, definitely. Here she is. Back in the fray. But yeah, back in the fray. See what I did there? That was not intended. But yeah, also been having a little bit of fun with Forspoken. Speaking of which, our Forspoken review is live on Blurred Lines Media YouTube channel right now, so definitely go check that out.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because the reviews here have taken another increase in quality as of lately. So our Hi-Fi Rush review and our Forspoken review, which both came out this week, are really, really crispy clean. So go check those out. Make sure you like, comment, and let us know how you feel about the review, as well as how you feel about those games. And Lady Gunner, what have you been playing this week?
Mostly grinding on Apex. I was thinking about playing The Last of Us, just to play it along with the TV show and probably try to get kind of far.
Have you beat The Last of Us?
No.
Oh. I would say at this point, how far are you into the show? Like, are you all the way caught up?
I gotta watch the newest episode tonight, so yeah.
Okay. I would say at this point you're halfway through
The game.
maybe about a third of the way through the game, almost halfway.
Yeah.
I would
Without
say
all the scavenging.
yeah, I would say leave the game where it is for now. Finish the show and then go back in and play the game. I mean, because you're so far in at this point. And quite honestly, up until you get to the build portion, the game and the game and the show are almost identical. So it would probably be just treading too much familiar terrain for you at this very moment.
I
Ryan
could have
Duck.
the game was longer than that though. Like,
Ryan Duck, you shut your filthy whore mouth. I mean,
Yeah.
you shut your filthy whatever YouTube allows me to call you duck mouth.
Yeah.
please, bro.
But definitely though, very quickly, I want to go ahead and shout out the chat. Looks like we got 10 concurrent viewers in here. Thank you so much for everybody that's pulled up. Just be sure that you are pulling your weight to help us elevate this channel to the next level. We are at 11 concurrent viewers right now, but we only have 6 likes. So if you are here and you are viewing, just be sure to lick that like button. Help us boost this into the algorithm to get more viewers onto the channel. Because more viewers means that we can do more cool shit and maybe eventually even quit our jobs to do this full time. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the docket. Okay. Very quickly, shout out to Liv in the chat as well as TLOU the Don in particular, because when we got on the topic of what we've been playing this week, Liv gave one of the most solid answers that you can give when you are living that player lifestyle. She says we are playing these hoes, and TLOU the Don absolutely agrees.
That's fact.
Yes. So shout out to y'all for playing these hoes. As I am a married man, I'm not playing these hoes. If I am playing these hoes, I'm playing them to the left because I don't want them. But yes, we are, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into our first topic. The video game industry is evolving into a graveyard, hence our thumbnail this week. We've got what was that? Rumbleverse, which I just found out is being pulled from servers. We've got Knockout City. We've got what was the other one there? Knockout City.
Avengers.
The Marvel's Avengers game is being pulled out of servers and delisted, so you won't even be able to buy the game. I think by about May of this year. And then also, which I feel is the greatest offense of them all, a unannounced Titanfall single player game has been canceled. It hurts me to even say that.
It destroys me.
It almost makes me want to cry. Like,
it's maddening.
The problem is when you get we get trailers like Armored Core, right? And so we're excited about mech games, and then you want to go play a good mech game until then, and then the good mech game loses its servers and everything. So now you're like, well, I guess I don't have anything now.
I know, right? You would think that EA, I mean, now we would have to assume that there's something wrong with the game for them to cancel it. But when's the last time Respawn has missed? I mean, when you think about it, Titanfall 1 had its issues, but for it to be a strictly multiplayer online game was really good for what it was at the launch of the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 is arguably the greatest shooter of last generation. It just got screwed.
Very arguably.
Yeah, when we're talking about traditional multiplayer, like I don't consider Destiny to be like a part of that.
No, I'm with
you. MMO shooter, but when we're talking about traditional like first person shooters with the twist, I mean, Titanfall is definitely top 3. The only reason it struggled because they released it at such an inopportune time. Man, that really sucks. That really, really sucks.
Yeah. Bro.
So it's like, now here we are, next generation. I mean, even before next generation, we had the Star Wars game, which was a hit.
Battlefront.
They've got the sequel coming. Well, Battlefront wasn't Respawn though. It was the Jedi Fallen Order is also Respawn,
right.
which is a really good game, and we can anticipate that they'll move from really good into the stratosphere of greatness with the sequel that just got delayed into April. So to hear
Especially
that,
with the changes that you heard about with that game.
yeah. So to hear that, and I'm assuming we never got confirmation that Respawn is making the game, but Respawn has made every other Titanfall. For this one to get canceled before it was even announced, like that hurts. I know that you played a little bit. Definitely F in the chat. Thank you so much for those Fs. Pay respects. Press F. Gosh, that hurts. Mace, you being our local mech lover, how do you feel about that, man?
So I came into Titanfall 2 very late. I didn't even touch one like that, but I came into 2 very late. My buddy was all like, hey man, I know you like mechs. I know you like mechs with glowing eyes and all that stuff. This ain't that. But this is still fun and shit. And so I've personally never been into the mech warrior type mechs, the ones with no heads, just a body, and they walk like this and this weird ass. What you laughing at, Lady Gunn? This ain't funny. The fucking like you know what I'm talking about. The guns are just mounted like I couldn't stand that shit. But this lets you have a sword. There's a mech called Ronin. And when you get everyone gets a special move, you get to run up on your enemy, 3 slashes or whatever like that. The finishing slash does the little lightning uppercut, and you blow the enemy up. And I'm over here doing Gundam voice acting while I'm fighting. It was amazing. I loved Titanfall 2.
There was nothing like grappling hook onto an enemy Titan, stealing the battery, whilst summoning your Titan, jumping off the enemy, then grappling hooking into your own Titan and giving it the battery, and then obliterating the enemy. Yeah, yeah, man. Like
sending your Titan into autopilot and jumping through buildings.
Man, like
to double team enemies in their mech.
Such a lost opportunity. Like
I literally enjoyed just standing there waiting for it to launch. Like the Titanfall in general just always got me hyped because everyone else is not. Yo, Derek, we need your help, bro. Where you at? What you been? Give me 3 seconds. Titanfall incoming, and the big mech just drops behind you. You know, there's no damage, nothing. Just boom. Like,
you ever drop your Titan on top of someone else's Titan?
Yes,
bruh.
And then there's the race to who's gonna get to their Titan first. Shit.
Yeah. Me and my boy Tone had some legendary. In fact, this is around the time of year I start to get flashbacks from my Titanfall gameplay. I was freakishly good at Titanfall for no reason at all. Like I'm talking about, there's a video of me that I just saw in flashbacks on Facebook where I ran through the map, like purposely not calling my Titan, and I go around and I have like 5 or 6 stealth takedowns behind like actual player pilots in one replay. It was ridiculous.
I love those stealth takedowns.
Yeah, and I had them upgraded to where I was doing like the nasty ones, like where you take their gun and shoot them with their gun.
I don't get it because the game had a really good, like the community for Titanfall is so many people wanted it. I don't understand why they could. I mean, if you like Apex, it's like a no-brainer. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly what Apex is. Apex is literally the Titanfall without Titans and without wall
Titans.
Running. Yep. You could even do like the clinch to the cliff and peer over the ledge of it, like you can in Titanfall. The only thing you can't do is wall run and summon Titans.
It makes me so mad. I can't kill a damn thing in Apex, no matter how often I shoot it. But I can kill shit in Titanfall. It makes no sense.
Even half of the weapons in Apex are from Titanfall.
Spitfire.
Exactly.
They're the same universe.
I know. Yeah. I remember when Apex first came out, they were actually calling it Titanfall Apex Legends, and they were kind of really confused about that for a little bit. But nonetheless, Titanfall's not the only game. And Ryan kind of makes a comment in the chat. He says the rest of those games are, I think he said, okay to bad, which is kind of true. I think Knockout City was actually really fun. Knockout City was some of the most fun that I had with the multiplayer game. Did any of you guys get into that at all? The dodgeball game?
No, not me.
So I would challenge you
little.
all. It's they actually did something really cool. Like it was free to play up until you hit level 20, and then if you want to play more, you have to pay for it. I would challenge you guys to go check it out before it dies, because Knockout City is really fun for no reason. You're talking about an arena where you are playing dodgeball in 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or 4-on-4.
Oh,
And
Knockout Arena. Yeah, that's
it sounds really silly, but it's stupid fun.
no, it's amazingly fun. It's the most incredible.
Oh, so you've played it?
I've played the shit out of
Yeah.
Knockout Arena. I didn't hit you went in and out when you were saying the name, so I didn't catch it at first. And then
Yeah, Knockout
Yes.
City's dope.
it's incredible.
And then there is particularly the Marvel's Avengers game, which is a tale of two games. The multiplayer was really bad. I'm not gonna say it was really bad, but it was very uninspired.
I don't know about really good either. So
Yeah, it definitely wasn't really good.
Yeah, there
it
you
was
go.
it was uninspired at best,
Mhm.
and pretty craptastic at its worst. But we got some cool things out of there, like the Black Panther DLC was okay. But the main campaign for that game was really good. I know pre-show we were talking, and Sean, you said that you didn't actually play Avengers at all. Cap, Lady Gunner, did either of you guys play Avengers at any point in time?
Negative, Playboy.
Yeah. Mace, what about you?
I did. I didn't enjoy. We're talking about Marvel's Avengers. The
Yes.
fucking.
The
Listen. I was on the
Square Enix
previous
style, yeah.
podcast with y'all. And I'm telling everybody now. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. I don't care what anyone said. The story put together for it should have been amazing, but the ads were just the dumbest. Up until the boss fights were dope. All the ad fights were just the stupidest encounters you've ever had.
Yeah.
None of them were smart. 90% of them, if you're on some type of cliff type thing and you hit one and it falls off, they just come back and they just look at you to get knocked down again. It's all stupid.
Yeah, and I agree. And that's what
That
it was. Like
sounds terrible.
the story was solid.
Story was hype.
But the boss battles, as you said, were really good.
Hype.
Like
Hulk
running
versus,
through the facility, Hulk versus Abomination was amazing.
mm.
Even like there was a scene, Ray Clark, good morning. Even then there was a scene where when you first find Iron Man and you have to have Iron Man fly through this facility and like shoot up shit was a really fun mission. Like there were remnants of a good game in there. But the tale with that game, remnants. But the tale with that game was they should have invested everything into a single player, or maybe even a co-op campaign, and they shouldn't have ever tried to shoehorn in like a games of service model into that game. It just didn't belong.
This is a Square Enix game, and I feel like Square Enix was in the middle of making it, and Disney just came in like, listen, we have money, but we need this to come out immediately, okay? Immediately. You get 2 years, that's it.
Right. Because
And it
I
didn't work out.
remember because they dropped that trailer and then we didn't hear for the game for like 4 years.
Exactly.
And then once they showed the game, they were like, "Hey, here's the 8-day trailer," and we were like, "Oh, this looks really cool." And then they were just like, "Well, that's the game."
Yeah. The story itself felt like it was going to be comparable to something sexy, like a Arkham City type of story, like Kamala Khan, and just the way they were putting it together and meeting the other Avengers. It was sick. And then you fight in it.
Be akin to something like Marvel's Alliance. You know?
Yeah.
Marvel Alliance is fun though, like fun for different reasons. But it was like, I feel like the only character in the Avengers game that actually felt good to truly play was Kamala Khan.
Boom.
The other characters, like, you know, Thor was like, all right. But then Captain America felt just like Black Panther, who felt just like what's her name? Black Widow, and like anybody that wasn't Kamala Khan just kind of felt the same.
Let me tell you something. Sony. I'm so upset with you. Yes, you gave us the exclusive Spider-Man content, exclusive. But even with you giving us, that was the ugliest Spider-Man I have ever seen of all my Peter Parker looked so disfigured. I didn't like
he looked disfigured.
broad shoulder Peter. He didn't do it for me, my boy.
Broad shoulder Peter.
Not after you played Sony's Spider-Man
Right.
1 and 2. After you played those, and then you see this weird looking Peter. No.
You know, side note, another Peter Parker that looked really weird was the one for Marvel Midnight Suns.
Boy.
Yeah, he looked really weird there. Like Spider-Man looked great, but Peter Parker it was almost like when they created his character model, they just went into an asset library and put a wig on his head, but did not perfectly align it with his head. So his toupee is like kind of over here, but his head's right. It was weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But all in all, it had really good gameplay. Like I will say, like Marvel Midnight Suns had really great gameplay, but the presentation of the game outside of battle was super sketchy. But the gameplay is so good. If you like that type of game, it'll keep you around. Now, Rumbleverse is a game I didn't even get the chance to get to, and it's not even a full year old. It's like 6 months old, but Rumbleverse is already having its server shut down.
Is it free?
I think it is.
This is what happens with these free games, bro. Everyone's excited about free games until free games need that free money, and if they don't get that money,
wait. Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just saw something in the chat. Winter Soldier was in the Avengers game, and he did web swing.
Marvel's Avengers. Yeah, he was there for a very low, short amount of they released, dude, when they did the Black Panther trailer and all, they gave us so many characters, but no one cared.
Spider-Man on Fortnite was better at web slinging than
he's
the
not
Marvel
lying.
one.
T-Will is one of the most wise people I've ever. Yes.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
Shout out to T-Will the Don, man. That's our honorary admin out here. He always speaks the truth. Much love to T-Will.
Telling it for real today.
But yeah, man. But back to Rumbleverse. So I think Rumbleverse is free. Did any of you guys get into Rumbleverse at all?
A little, bro. I played it.
I was in there choke slamming people. What you talking about? I got clips of running at people. One hand Undertaker slamming in there. That was funny. Yeah, Rumbleverse is fun and funny.
And from what I understand, like Rumbleverse is almost like Knockout City, but just like wrestling instead, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out before they kill that. And then another one which is kind of laughable, Xbox exclusive, Crossfire X, which isn't on the list of the docket, but that was also that's also having its server shut down.
Only thing Xbox has done in the last 2 years that matters is
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush. That's it.
Yes. And again, our Hi-Fi Rush review is out now. Go check it out, because even if you go to our live tab on the YouTube channel and you look at the opening hours of Hi-Fi Rush, you will see a version of me that is having so much fun and joy permeating throughout my entire being.
It is a glorious game.
Hi-Fi Rush is something extremely special, guys.
Especially for no trailers, no announcements of any kind, just that sneak release.
Yeah, they just shadow dropped it. But amazing. I will absolutely say, like, if you see right now Hi-Fi Rush, the reviews are just coming out this week. Shout out to your boy, because I managed to get my review for Hi-Fi Rush out before any of the mainstream media platforms.
Lit.
Yeah, super lit. So definitely go check that out. It only has 40 views on it, which is kind of low for some of our reviews. So definitely go show that some nice, nasty love. Lick that like button and go check out the review. Because Hi-Fi Rush, oh my, like the opening of that review says, imagine if Devil May Cry had a baby with Sunset Overdrive and then forced you to play to the rhythm of a pretty solid soundtrack. And that is a very appropriate way to explain that game. Hi-Fi Rush is super good. If you've got an Xbox or a PC, $30. If you have an Xbox or a PC and you have Game Pass, it is available for free. There is no reason why you shouldn't play Hi-Fi Rush, and absolutely no reason why you shouldn't go check out the review right here on youtube.com/@blurlinesmedia. Whew. So / yes, this
Good
way.
job.
Probably this way because I think my camera might be flipped for the YouTube.
I want somebody just real quick. I need someone to pay attention in case a video game is made or an anime is made like this. I want to be paid for this. / in itself, just the words / that's a Hisatsu. That's a special move. There needs to be an anime where somebody's doing some stuff like it's Sword Art Online or whatever like that, and your special attack is /
It should be one of those hack dot shows.
Yeah, it needs to be a dot hack. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nobody done it yet.
I don't understand why.
Pay me.
Especially in a game like dot hack or in a show like dot hack or in a show like you said, Sword Art Online. There's no reason why that is not a ability yet. /
It's so simple. You can either hype it up and scream it or say it quietly. /
and then
it can literally / like you can come on now.
Right, you got to put that U behind it. /
Oh my goodness!
But it could literally just be the wind scar from Inuyasha. Like you don't even have to get creative with it. Like Inuyasha has already created the wind scar.
People in the chat, all 11 of you that are currently watching, clip this, put our names on it, and send it through the internet.
Right, send it to Toei. Send it to Toei. Send it to Period. Send it to someone that has connections to manga. Come on,
Namco Bandai, do it.
Anybody. Just do it, and then send us a check. We'll split it. We'll split it 4 ways. One of us is going to have to fight to the death for it. I don't know who, but one of us. Technically, I guess if there's 4 checks, 2 of us will have to fight to the death for that check. But it is what it is.
I have the number 1 headband.
Oh. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and slide forward here into really the meat of the show.
Yeah, there you go.
So first we'll get into The Last of Us. Which I apologize. Life got the best of all of us last week, so we missed last week. So the announcement of The Last of Us reaching season 2 is actually a little late. You can see my dog back there getting his cone on. Shout out to Nipsey.
Oh man.
But anyway, yeah. Last week we got the announcement that after 2 measly episodes, they weren't measly, they were really good. But The Last of Us is confirmed for a season 2.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
As if all the ratings for episode 1 didn't solidify that the show was going to be a god for I don't know how long. Yeah. Makes sense.
It's crazy. And don't quote me on the numbers exactly. But if I remember, they said episode 1 had like 4, like it was either 3.7 or like 4.7 million viewers. Episode 2 made its way up to 5.4 million, and episode 3 got up to 7 million viewers.
You don't even get those kind of views on cable TV anymore.
Yeah, you don't.
Like the news doesn't even pull those views. Like
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'm just curious because season 2 of Euphoria, they said premiered at like 12 million views. And this is already at 7, and we've got we got episode 4, so we got 7 episodes left. So I'm curious to see if we will actually hit that or surpass it. Now, have you guys seen, because this is hilarious, because this is something that for the people that played The Last of Us around its first or even its second launch for PS4, we were like really paranoid about mushrooms and such.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen all the news about how people are actually worried about a fungal pandemic now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Perry, tell us what we do about a fungal pandemic. What's up?
Please tell us.
You said what now? What are we supposed to do in a fungal pandemic?
Yes.
So as of right now, the real one, or what we're talking about the show? Because I need to.
Well, I mean, if there's an actual fungal pandemic, then
There's no
stick
fungal
with it.
pandemic. There's
Okay,
this.
we're good.
They're just hyping up a scare because it's clickbaity, but there is a fungus out there that is like a zombie fungus that takes over insects and it spreads by throwing out its spores. That particular spore does not have the capacity to take over humans. What people need to be worried about outside of the fungus is not something to be worried about. It is the chronic wasting disease. That is something that is infected by the deer that is walking around. Deers are in sense walking around as dead corpses. Reason why that is so terrifying is simply because deer is very close to the meat that a lot of people eat, which is cattle. That would be burgers, steaks, and things of that nature. And that can cross over into that food. And that is the big worry as of right now. That again, that goes into different deep hole of stuff Perry likes to do on his side of research of boredom. But chronic wasting disease is a real thing. If you hunt deer, you have to go through, and you want to sell the meat, you have to go through like, there's so many regulations and rules I have to go through. It's ridiculous, but yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, and I've heard of this since before, because don't they like, because I know you said they're walking corpses, like they'll actually start to like deteriorate and like rot as
Yeah.
they're alive while actually still being sentient.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's passed by because of deer, like any animal, to go by the feces that is dropped. That's how quickly it spreads. And
I'm
so
gonna be the first to catch it because I ain't backing off meat for shit. So y'all
yeah, it's in Canada right now.
It's gonna be the first to catch it.
I'm gonna be the. I'm
So
about
you
to
say
get
you
that.
gonna turn
I'm
into a zombie for the meat?
Listen to me.
Lord.
If
Oh.
a homie comes over to the crib talking about Derek, I got a fresh thing of
For
deer meat.
the
I'm
meat.
You eat deer meat?
Deer meat is fucking delicious.
It's fucking
No,
God,
it's
bro. It's
not.
gamey.
It's so-
Bro.
It's so like rough and chewy.
It's
Yeah.
well, I so
Somebody ain't been making your deer right. That's
for
all that
real,
is.
because you gotta get you a true
My
country
empath
boy.
nature won't let me eat a deer.
Oh no, I
Can't.
had some real country boy. He made rotel dip with it, jerky, and then it was like some other form that was just. And I tried all of them, and yeah,
Yeah, correct,
Tell
right.
him he needs to go back to the dojo of cooking.
Yeah, because I
deer
had
meat is
it's
good.
fire. It's
Bruh,
fire.
You do it right, and you
Venison.
it's a
Yummy.
it's a food wars episode when you have the right kind of deer. Okay,
Man,
the meat juices.
Oh my god! Oh
I
my
had
God.
It's one of those.
if don't I mean I had a burger. I've done
Yeah, ooh.
I had jerky. But again, I've hung around like hunters, like my one of a family friend, Rodney Kelly. My other parents they used to hunt a lot. So yeah. I've had alligator. This is good. I've had a lot of country shit, so like deer is nothing. Like deer is literally nothing compared to what I've eaten.
Yeah,
You ate a squirrel?
but I'm not mad.
I've
at
been
you.
ate squirrel.
Oh, God.
I've been
I
ate
ate
squirrel.
I cannot eat anything that's cute.
Squirrel
Yeah.
soup?
Listen, if you don't know
Rabbit soup?
rabbit is
No.
the bro.
No.
The
Rabbit is fire. Rabbit's really
Come
good.
on now.
Frog legs is
Talk to me.
Frog legs is
Where
really
your people
good.
from?
I can't eat anything that's cute.
You must have been raised
Where your-
in some
where your
nice.
people from?
People from
Shit.
California. What do you mean?
Well,
We're not eating deer and rabbits in California. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
That's
Catch your
a-
pinky
so-
out
so-
while you eating your bag of Doritos or something, because you doing something
Man.
different over here, bro.
Your people ain't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a city slicker, y'all.
He definitely
You
a city slicker.
You definitely a city boy.
Humans were given fangs for teeth for a reason. Okay?
Yeah.
We
To eat
bite.
chicken, to
That
eat
boy.
chicken and fish and beef.
Yeah. We
Y'all
are
can eat that
monsters.
deer and all
Hey,
the-
y'all look
like
at
all
him. He
the
got his
adorable
meat from the
furry
stove.
creatures.
Right.
You damn right. I'm telling you, the zombie apocalypse come over. I'm just gonna have to convert over to being
Listen, you
being a
fucked.
vegetarian, man.
You
I'm
fucked.
good,
Do
bro.
you know how to forage,
Nigga, I'm planting sunflower seeds.
You a city boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I will
The
fish.
Borderlines podcast would like to take this opportunity to thank all 10 of you to 11 of you that are currently in the chat. But while you are watching, don't just watch. Do the next best thing since you're here. If you've already hit the like button, excellent work. Now take what you see, share it on respective social media. That does include Facebook, that does include Instagram, that does include TikTok, and
The hub.
Pornhub.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Please continue.
Yeah, wherever nerds are. I'm sure there are plenty of nerds on the hub.
I'm telling you.
The
Wow.
cosplay
Yeah.
is huge.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. Learn something new every day. Nonetheless, yeah, The Last of Us 2 season 2 confirmed. Which they also came out. That came out last week, but actually this past week they actually came out and confirmed that The Last of Us season 2 has too much content to be one season. So we more or less already have The Last of Us confirmed for 3 seasons, so long as season 2 performs decently.
That's
Season
probably gonna be the
2.
end of it.
Well, yeah, season 2 is going to be everything in Last of Us 2 because, like, though Last of Us 1 had a lot of content, a lot of fairly amount of backstories we can go into, The Last of Us 2 has that plus more. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of, what is it? There's some time skips in there. There's in-betweens, like the entire time Abby was
Flashbacks.
kidnapped. Yeah, so it's like, we got opportunities to really go into detail in that game.
Gives me time to play it.
It's going to be more human.
Have you not played it
fighting.
yet, Sean?
Last of Us Part 2? I have
Yeah.
not.
Don't let the internet hype you up. It's a wonderful game. It does have its issues, but when you talk about pure gameplay, it is absolutely a better game than The Last of Us 1.
Yeah, I'll
Like,
probably
you
get
have
it at
enough
some point
issues.
and stream it.
Yeah,
I don't think
definitely.
you can have enough issues that would keep you from playing it like a Cyberpunk or something. Like, we talking about
yeah,
issues,
no.
you know. It ain't,
No,
ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, definitely
The
check
mountain.
that out.
I want that to be coined.
You know, the mountain. Rest in peace to Oprah. I'm happy we got we got our boy Pedro Pascal back in some form because damn. If you know, you know. Perry, where are you?
I will not die today.
Right. Perry, I know you had started at one point Game of Thrones. Is that something that you just put down, or did you stick with that?
I definitely put that down. I haven't been back. I don't know why I dropped it. Matter of fact, it was just different stuff going on. I just dropped that nowhere. It wasn't like purposely. I just dropped it.
Yeah, no,
He got distracted.
Do you know where you left off on that?
I'm still like in the first season. Like
Yeah,
still first season.
It's gonna take you to the second season before you really start to sink your teeth into it. So it's understandable if in that first season you've kind of like fallen off. Quite honestly, the first time I watched it, I fell off in season 1, and then I buckled down and got it done. And by season 2, that's when you start to really, really get into it. Right. Season 1 is literally all world building. Like the reason why House of Dragons season 1 is so fire is because season 1 of Game of Thrones did all the work so that they never had to do it again.
Yeah. Never.
It was great.
Yeah. But into more of The Last of Us, episode 3 rolled out 7 days ago. Did everybody watch episode 3? I know Lady Gunner, me and Sean watched it. Mace, Cap, have you guys checked it out?
Yeah, I did.
And it's funny because I'm not a first off, I hate anything zombie-ish. Yeah. Zombies are so played out to me. I'm so over that trash. And I love Resident Evil. I love Leon, but it passed me. But Last of Us, I never beat it. I watched Juan live with me for a little while, and I watched him beat it, and But Last of Us, the show, I've been watching only because I saw that meme where they got thick clickers. Yeah,
this dude.
Yeah. And I was like, are the clickers really looking like that in the show? So I've been watching, looking for like some black girl that's just like, damn.
Clicked out, huh?
Clicked out. Right. And I'm like, would I actually, if I was in the world of this, would I actually react like that? Would I be like, man, I might have to risk it for this one?
He said, I want one with the cordyceps.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So HBO, Sony, y'all heard it here first. My man Mason needs a thicker clicker.
Yep.
Put her in there.
What the
Boom.
fuck?
Put her in. Put her in.
That should be the hashtag. Thicker
Thicker clicker.
Ooh. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. But the thing with season 3 is, I mean, episode 3. Episode 3 rolled out. Bill was more or less, Bill and Frank rather were the centerpieces of this episode. And while The Last of Us has deviated from its main path of the game a little bit, previously it's deviated. Like, I think last week we were talking about how the clicker scene was kind of a combination of the museum and the office building that you venture through in the original game, which the office building was the clickers, the museum was actual human combatives, versus this we kind of merge it together and we just kind of really drive up the stress around the clickers. But with episode 3 we actually got a complete deviation of what we expected from Bill. And some people love it, some people adore it, some people like it, but there's also been a lot of hate.
A whole lot.
Now, Lady Gunner, you, I believe, are the only person that has not experienced like the full-on Last of Us 1 at this point. So I want to get your opinion first. Like, how did you feel about episode 3, and where did that put you?
I mean, I liked it. I don't see what everybody was complaining about. I mean, they kind of deviated from the game a little, but it was a slight change. It wasn't nothing too major to me.
Yeah. Now you've when you play the game, you'll understand exactly how big of a change it was.
It's pretty significant.
Okay, so I don't want to like spoil too much, because like there's like, well, really it's not even being spoiled.
I was gonna say you can't spoil a 10-year-old game.
So you told me I might as well just watch the show, so you might as well go on.
Yeah, and then the thing as well, like the big reveal, and it's a really kind of like passive, and like you have to kind of look into the detail to figure it out. But the big reveal in the game is that Bill is gay.
Right.
You find that out because in the game when you meet Bill is by himself. He's super salty because Frank ran off on his own and stole his car battery. You go through some adventures with Bill to find a new car. In that journey, you actually find Frank. He has hung himself. You find a letter in the house that he hung himself in that explains to him that him and Bill weren't actually work partners but lovers, and he just had enough of dealing with Bill. He didn't want to deal with him anymore, so he left on his own. But he ended up getting bitten, and because he didn't want to turn, he went to go hang himself. And leaves a very hateful message for Bill. And from there, fast forward through a bunch of game stuff, and there's some cool stuff in there, so I won't actually spoil those like gameplay moment to moment things. But in the game, by time you're done with Bill, you never see Bill again. Bill doesn't come back at the end of the day to save the day. He's never spoken of again. He's not brought up in part 2. Bill helps Joel and Ellie to get a car. Joel and Ellie continue their adventure, which essentially why, and that's why when you say that they didn't change anything much, but they did, but they kind of did at the same time. It's kind of a weird thing because obviously, Bill and Frank's relationship.
So they didn't make him gay anymore. Like,
no, he's still gay.
He's still gay.
I had to watch it. I had to play the game then.
Yeah, you have to play it. They just reveal it like more passively. Like they don't get into too much detail of their relationship in the game.
They are very passive about the gay porn book.
Right.
Well, yeah, and that's when it goes from like a slight indication to, oh, okay, yeah, you put 2 and 2 together. But in the game, like I said, when you meet Bill, he's just a angry jerk. He's a hermit. He has like some type of respect for Joel, you can tell, but he's kind of like, here, get this battery and get the fuck out of here. Like is and they take the car and they leave just like they do in the game. So that's like the weird thing because all in all, they didn't necessarily change the world of The Last of Us. They didn't do anything at all really to change the adventure or Joel and Ellie's path because ultimately, yeah, they still get the car and they still ride off together and to really really start the next phase of their journey.
Right.
So it's kind of a weird one because like some people are really upset. Like, is there anyone here that's upset? Like,
I
I'm
couldn't
not
care
really sure.
less.
It's not that big a deal, bro. It's the same scenario with Halo. Like, oh, you're telling a different story than the original Halo in the TV show. And I still thought the TV show was. I mean, it was boring, but
You can't have a Halo TV show that's boring.
Well, I mean, so out of the 6 episodes, about 3 of them were boring, and then the other 3 were fire. So it was a 50-50. But still, there's nothing wrong with telling a different story. Why would you need to tell the exact same story of something that's already the game? Then you wouldn't need the TV show.
Exactly, I agree.
I think that it just comes from, and I said this on the breaks episode, so definitely go check that out on our channel. But I think it comes and stems a lot from not seeing as much of Joel and Ellie's adventure as we probably could have seen, right? I mean, it probably would have been boring to just see Joel and Ellie talk about the past and just, you know what I mean, wander through the wilderness on their way to Joel's. But we got 10 minutes of Joel and Ellie, which I really think could have been at least a half hour, and 45 minutes of Joel or of Bill and Frank. I just think they could have balanced it better, and I think that's where a lot of the kind of animosity is coming from for this episode, is that there just wasn't enough of Joel and Ellie.
But I mean, they hinted at doing this type of formula at the beginning of the show when you got backstories of people who were on screen for a certain amount of time. So with Sarah, you didn't get a full fleshed out little girl. You got her in the house, in a truck, and she's dead. But in the show, you've seen her as a girl that's well known and throughout the neighborhood. She goes to her neighbor house, this, that, and the third.
Oh man, that old lady in that chair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then in Tess, Tess is different. They just did a different take with Tess. Tess had about the same amount of screen time, but a little bit more, allowing her to flesh out her feelings and act it out. And God rest his soul to the voice actor of Tess, who recently passed. But we have that opportunity.
How many episodes is the season?
10.
Yeah.
10 episodes, and we're on 3.
Yeah.
4 today.
And people are having a problem.
They have no idea how bad it's about to get for them.
Yeah. It's about to be.
We're only 4 in.
You can't satisfy everybody.
Oh man,
we don't get number 4 till tonight. So
yeah. Allow them to hate, but it's just reasons for people just to be upset about anything because that's how the world moves now. But there's nothing wrong with it. I don't particularly care. It gave Bill a little bit more fleshed out. I mean, I like the actor as Ron Swanson more than I like him as Bill, but that is a personal reference.
I loved him as Bill.
Oh, he's great, but Ron Swanson is the All-American man. If anyone watches Parks and Recreations.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
I mean, that's how I was introduced to Nick Offerman. Parks and Rec. But yeah, I think he was an awesome character as Bill. Awesome.
Yeah, he did well.
Perfect casting, in my opinion.
Wonderful job. So I don't know why people are upset.
I would love to see him in more serious roles.
Yeah. Like that, I think that was like one of the bigger shockers in this episode was away from the deviation of the story. The performances on display here and the cinematography and the very subtle score that went with it were just all top notch.
Like, makes you forget it's HBO.
yeah, like any type of like film or TV, like creative director, producer, like anyone would have a wet dream at the thought of having this type of production behind them for even whether it's a 20-minute short film or an hour and 30-minute movie. Like this was like the apex of like cinematography and so and filmmaking and TV creation in so many ways. um but I do kind of get the sentiment of what you're saying, Sean, and and definitely go check out the Breaks episode 3, where we kind of get into a deeper dive on the episode, some Easter eggs and other things that compare to the show and all that kind of stuff. But I do agree with you when you say that maybe more Joel and Ellie would have been beneficial here, because like my big thing is with episode 3, and this is something I mentioned there, I feel like episode 3 was arguably the most important episode, because episode 1 and 2, you've got Tess and you've got Sarah and you've got Tommy and
Right.
Marlene in the game, as well as in
God
episode
damn.
3. I don't know what just happened there. But this is the portion where Joel and Ellie are by themselves for like truly the first time for a long period of time, and this is where their relationship starts to bud. So I was a little nervous about this episode, and I'm kind of curious to see how the relationship is supposed to evolve at this point, because really there's only a handful more moments in the game where they are like truly alone and they really get those moments to have conversations and bond.
Right.
But all in all, like I thought the episode was great. I thought it was like a very good episode for television, period, not just for like video game in adaptations or anything. Like you talk about television and what great television looks like, especially again from a cinematography and a acting standpoint, this is the apex in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on this? Because I know Nick said he thought it was fine. He didn't care. Like, so it doesn't seem like anyone on this front is angry at all.
No, it's stupid to be angry. It's very stupid to be angry over something
Just,
that's.
You know why they're angry.
It's just more. It's okay if we're gonna be frank, we're gonna be about it. People are just angry because gay is on the front screen of the entire show. That's it. They're uncomfortable that the gay is in front of them. That's it. That's why they're all angry.
Honestly,
That's
it
why
wasn't
they did.
even.
That's what I think as well.
That's not what it. Do you think that's what it is? We're talking
It
about
wasn't even that like. It wasn't even that flamboyant though. For
exactly.
them to be as upset as they were. Like,
I don't give a damn if it was
more
flamboyant.
even if it was,
If flamboyant, I don't give it. It's just the fact that it's gay to
I'm
people.
just saying, like, you always see it like kind of pushed like really, really hard in a lot of different media now, and this is something that we also alluded to in the breaks. Like you see, LGBTQ kind of like just pushed in front of your face, like all day, every day in media. Whereas in this particular episode, I don't feel that way. Like I don't feel like it was like kind of forced upon me. I just feel like two individuals who hadn't seen another live person that wasn't trying to kill them in at least 10 years found each other, found a common ground, found common interests, and fell in love.
Yeah.
That's what I see. Instead of a manufactured gay relationship. You know what I mean? Like this felt more genuine in a story standpoint to me.
And I agree with you as well. Oh, go ahead, Mason.
I was going to say there are people that take this gay narrative, LGBTQ, whatever, any of it, and take it to where it has to be mentioned that they don't like that it's pushed in their face, regardless of what the media is. I'm not going to name their name, but we have someone in the chat, right, who hates the fact that one of the Street Fighter 6 announcers just happens to be flamboyant. We don't know if they're gay, but they're flamboyant.
Man,
they said that doesn't belong in Street Fighter 6. At the end of the day, look, everybody just needs to understand, gay is here. Get over it.
You know,
You
but my
might,
thing
you
is, my
probably gay
guy
too. We don't know.
Eternity is wearing hip huggers and a crop top.
Hey,
My guy's gay. It's
like
okay.
yeah,
It's okay.
but it's there. It's in your face.
Yeah,
It's here.
it's
Like
there.
you,
Yeah, it's like,
know?
bro, it's cool. It's all right. It's
yeah,
if you are comfortable in the skin that you are in,
It
yes.
shouldn't
play
bother
it.
you.
It should
Deal
not
with
bother.
it. It's done.
Yeah, it's like
It shouldn't bother you.
at
What
all.
other people do should not bother you. Now,
And
when
push
it's
it
Except putting
because you
pineapples
keep
on pizza.
getting shitty about it.
Yeah, don't put
that,
pineapples on pizza.
don't put pineapples
Yeah,
on
you will
pizza,
piss me
please.
off if you do shit like that.
But what other people do should not bother you as long as it, you know, what I mean, it's not affecting you personally. It's not affecting. You know what I
Okay,
mean, you,
okay.
yours,
Let
it
me
should be
say
fine.
this because I did, and I'll be contradicting myself. I do have an issue when they trying to make Spider-Man flamboyant because of the different universe, and they put my man's in an ugly outfit. If you're going to be flamboyant, you're going to be out there.
That's
You
true.
will match and you will be on point. Because
Yeah,
if
he
you are
needs
not,
to slay.
if you're not slaying in your flamboyancy, I'm going to be
If
pissed.
Peter Parker
Yeah,
is
see,
not
we're
slaying.
not gonna talk
Can't be
bad about you
flamboyant and
being. Exactly. We're
Right,
not gonna talk about you
right.
being flamboyant. We're gonna talk
You,
about how dusty
you
you
have
are.
to pick
That's
a struggle.
You have to. And I don't know about anyone else. All the gay friends that I have, them niggas stay on point. They will talk.
Motherfuckers can dress.
They will talk about your hygiene. They will make you rethink your life quickly. And it was like, excuse me, sir, your ass stinks. Fix it. I'm like, oh
Exactly.
wow.
So very quickly, we're gonna have to sick Nightbot on Liv in the chat because she eats pineapples on pizza.
Oh
So
hell no!
yeah, like
you're supposed to be the
Nightbot getter.
chef.
Yeah, what's wrong
What
with that?
kind
That's
of
a culinary.
abomination?
Yeah, that's a culinary abomination. Exactly.
I'm guessing
Um,
you like season the pineapple or something to make it better because I just don't see it. I
Please.
don't.
Yeah, y'all, you are sick. You're
Is
sick.
it dried pineapple?
Uh,
I don't know.
Sun dried
That
pineapple.
pineapple better be raw. Who seasoned pineapple out
I
here?
don't know, man. That's actually some I forget what it's called now, but there's a Mexican seasoning that you can put on mango and pineapple, and it is amazing.
No, Liv. JoJo's does not do flamboyant well. They do it
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yes, but I did want to say though, like in reference of kind of like Sean's point earlier, like I agree on the point that it didn't really seem strong armed or forced, or even intrusive for that matter. Like personally, I still struggle seeing like men kiss. Like if it's just like a quick peck, I'm cool. Like whatever, I can deal with that. Like
Public
some
affection in general makes me uncomfortable.
yeah. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Public affection to a particular degree also makes me uncomfortable. But seeing two men like just locking lips is a little much for me. So during those scenes, I look away. Like
I
even
will
seeing the men,
say, yeah. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna say even the men laying in bed together, I can deal with. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I've watched almost the entire series of P Valley for God's sake. Like there's shit I've got to look away from. But you know, like if you watch P Valley, like you're down for almost anything. You know what I mean?
I will say, whenever I see two men kiss, I do kind of like that. I do the one eye thing.
He said that.
Yeah,
He said that.
I'm like, okay, two men kissing, whatever. It's cool.
Right.
Whatever. All right,
Yeah.
and then it's over
Yeah.
with. It's no big deal. But I don't, I'm not about to be like, oh, gay is the reason why I can't play fighting games. It's just terrible. I can't do it.
Yeah, I am.
No,
But my thing is like all in all with it, like again, there was not much intrusion with this at all. Like
Yeah.
it felt very organic. And
Yeah.
like when we talk about intrusive and sometimes gay being pushed forefront, I will never forget in the height of Empire, Jesse Smollett character was gay.
Jesse
Like,
Smollett.
whatever his name is.
Jesse Smollett.
Because
Smollett.
was that bad pun?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
terrible.
That was
That was terrible.
Yeah, but he's a liar. We all know. Like, shout out to that meatball sandwich that somehow stayed perfectly intact,
His sister found
despite the fact that he was doused in bleach and brutally beaten. That Subway meatball sandwich. Subway should have made that a marketing ploy. Like, hey, our sandwiches can withstand anything. But that's another story for another day. Shout out to that meatball sub. But back to Empire, I'll never forget back in like 2016 or whenever that was at its height. there was an episode. Like, I hated the show. I despised the show in every way possible.
Until Taraji put on that lingerie outfit.
Yes.
That's it's a
Man.
But my wife,
I didn't watch it.
My wife at that time used to be a really big fan of the show, and I remember watching an episode where Jesse, or I forget what his character's name is, but Jesse's character had a boyfriend, and they were supposed to be serious, and they went to a party, and at the party, I want to say it was like his manager or something, ends up giving dude a BJ, but on Fox television, like, they didn't show everything, but they literally showed this dude on his knees in front of the other guy, bopping his head on Fox. Like, this isn't even cable television. It's on Fox. And I'm like, what?
You guys remember 20? You guys remember 20? What was it? 2014? Or no, 2015. Right at the very end of The Legend of Korra, when the Nickelodeon world went insane.
Oh yeah, when Korra held hand and walked into a different world, the spiritual world. They confirmed.
Nickelodeon was like, oh, listen, we don't, we understand. It's time to. There was a full press conference. The world was on fire. Okay.
I think that Nickelodeon, for the climate that the world was in at that point, handled it the best they could. Because I remember The Legend of Korra actually started to get really dark because we had the one guy who learned to be an airbender after the harmonic convergence and new benders started to pop up, where he developed the ability to airbend the air out of people's lungs and kill them that way.
And kill them. Yep.
So ahead of that episode, I remember Nickelodeon made an announcement like, hey, this isn't actually going to run on television anymore. We're actually going to have this streamed directly from our website each week. And if you want to watch it, you've got to watch it there.
I will say this. Because Liv makes a good point. Yes, Liv. If I see two chocolate bunnies kissing each other, I'm going to enjoy it. I love shit like that.
It's a double standard.
That's a double, or maybe a double.
Well, it's people.
No, let me get this, Perry, because I've got this. So, Liv, you are absolutely right. However, what this comes down to is the laws and rules of attraction. Because guess what? I am not attracted to big women. So, if for some reason I'm traveling amongst the hub, and I know I'm a big guy, so call me, a hypocrite if you want, whatever. But if I'm traveling amongst the wave of the hub and I see something that is a big guy on a big woman, I don't want to watch it because I'm not attracted to it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But if I see skinny guy and skinny chick, cool, whatever. I think it has more to do with attraction than it does to do with hypocrisy. Because I'm not saying that just because you're okay watching it, that means that you secretly like it. Like, no, like, sure, maybe there within all of us is some form of immaturity. I don't know. Maybe there's some type of character flaw within us for that. But there is something in the way that you are wired as a man, as a woman, to where if it is at least a form of something you are attracted to, it's easier to at least view it. Because you are right. If it was two women kissing, it would be a little easier for me to watch. But at the same time, maybe my wife would have been a little more weird towards it.
It would be exhilarating for me to watch.
Yeah, but in that same instance where my wife is attracted to men, she finds it easier to watch that form of content. Right. So I get what you're saying, but I also don't think it's necessarily fair to point that finger at us.
I 100% support any type of gay anything. I'm okay with that. Period. I'm not even the type of person to be like, oh, homosexual. I don't do. I'm like, hey, bro, you gay? What's up? You my boy. Fine. But I'm not about to go to Pornhub and search out men sucking dick just because I want to support gay people. Hey, I support you. Let me go watch some dick sucking. No, it doesn't. No. I want to see that girl. Liv. I want to see.
Blurlines Media, everybody.
That's it. Liv, if I see you kissing a woman, I'm gonna react the same way to what I see on Pornhub of another woman kissing a woman. It's a woman kissing a woman. I'm about it. I deal with it. It's there. It's here. Just like in your TV shows, gay. It's here. It's happening. Be with it. Don't be with it. That's it.
Okay, so I think there's a valuable opinion that we need to kind of tap into here, and this is important because Lady Gunner, you have the important job of speaking for the entire.
Yeah, she has the whole team.
You have the responsibility right now for speaking for the entire world of women and also the entire world of queer people. With that being said, and speaking for this entire group of communities right now, the pressure's on you. How do you
I don't have
Millions
that
upon
for the whole queer
millions.
people. I just
No,
like
you
what I
don't.
like. I go where I
look,
float. Like
I
I'm
go
not gonna be
where I
like,
float.
you have to answer for everybody because the thing is this is the
Nightbot, I
internet.
agree.
So just like me and the rest of the guys, we are speaking for all men in the world right now.
Hold on,
This is
Liv.
the internet. So your opinion counts for everybody.
It's the internet.
Go.
First of all, I don't speak for all the queer people.
Yes,
I
you do.
feel like people
It's the
just do
internet.
what
You
they
do.
want. No.
Nope. It's the internet. You do.
It's the
Someone's
internet.
gonna take this clip out of context, and you are speaking for everyone who
Everybody.
represents that community.
Nah. And then, I mean, I feel like people just, you do what you do, you do what you like what you love. Now for the female perspective, I got that. Like, females don't really trip on dudes kissing on TV or females kissing on TV. Like, that's just.
It is what it is.
It's
Women
just
are more.
there. Dudes
Women.
the ones that be all like, it's so uncomfortable.
Like there are ranks to gay people.
Uh,
She said,
Huh?
So Derek,
is more gay than you're gay. Okay.
Derek,
Oh my
let
God.
me tell you the
there
truth.
is a thing like that. Like,
There is a
some
thing like
dudes,
that.
there are some dudes that are comfortable sitting in a room with a bunch of dudes kissing and they not gay. And then some dudes that be like, ooh, this make me uncomfortable. Like, I gotta go. There's some dudes that be like, don't bring that around. Just like the dude that you said, he's like the flamboyant character in the fighting game doesn't
Street Fighter.
get him hype. Versus
Yeah.
you like, oh well, I'm getting in there. There's certain ranks and levels, and it's kind of,
She said
it's not like a official thing, but it's
I
kind of like,
want numbers. So officially, all of us right now. As for me, I am gay rank 0, not negative, because I'm okay with them. I don't hate them, nothing like that. I ain't no -5, nothing like that. So we were officially no, that's what we're doing. Everybody watching Bloodlines podcast because I'm not as gay.
I ain't no -5.
Then Lady Gunner's gay. So for everyone to have gay rank, Perry, what are you?
Okay.
Gay rank.
Wait. Let's do this the right way.
I don't think it's like that. Is what I'm saying. It's more like
no. It's too late. We've already done this.
We've already done this.
We're gonna do this the Blurred Lines Media way, okay?
Hell no. Hell no.
See, so Sean is giving 0. He said he's not going for that. So,
or is this like a Street Fighter with level or anime or S? What are they doing? You have to show Perry S rank.
S rank.
No, we're gonna go to the official Blurred Lines Media ranking scale in order to determine where we are on the gay scale.
Let's go.
What the way that this works is the higher the ranking, the more gay you are. The way that this ranking works is 10 is masterpiece.
Let's go.
9 is amazing. 8 is great. 7 is good. Okay is 6. 5 is mid. 4 is mediocre. 3 is turtleneck.
Damn.
2 is terrible.
Let's go.
And 1 is Superman 64 bad.
Damn.
So how good of a gay person are you, Mason?
So boom, you didn't even. So there's no 0. There's no 0. You don't get to backpedal it. Okay, all right. So you don't get to backpedal. So here's my thing. You guys know how, like, whenever you hear a ranking, right? You don't want to be the weak. If it's a video game, you don't want to be the weakest out there. You want people to know, yo, I'm new, but I can outdo the best of them. So I can't let the gay ranks outdo me. Okay, so let me what'd you say 7 was?
7 is good. 7 is good.
7 is good. I kiss a nigga on the cheek. Let's go.
What?
7.
What?
I think that's a 4.
Cause I kiss, bro. I like my brother, like Corey. It was his birthday yesterday. He gave me a hug like, "Hey, bro, thank you for coming out to my birthday." And I hugged him. I hugged him and gave him a kiss on the forehead, like, "Bro, I love you, fam. I love you."
Bro love.
So if that makes me gay, I'm a level 7. Bam, let's go. Level 7.
Level 7. Perry, I think this will be entertaining. On the official Blurred Lines Media scale, how gay are you, sir?
So check this out.
Get him.
Perry.
Don't backpedal.
It's never backpedaling. I make things very uncomfortable.
Yes.
I will whisper in every nigga ear right now that sweet serenading voice of the R&B music. What you talking about? 3-ish lift, do not count me out. I will make things super gay in this bitch. So I make you gotta make eye contact at level 7. What? I will braid your head. See, look, I'm a quote my favorite cartoon character in the Juggernaut. I'm a part-time stripper and I do hair. Do you see my suit? It's so tight. Nigga, I'm not mustard, it's ketchup. God damn it, my nipples is hard. You know what I'm saying? I will put my dick in your ear, blow your brains out. That's how gay I am.
If we were in Japan right now, his gay level strong. Yes.
Shout out to the devil in the chat who says he is a -1. Oh no, he didn't say he's a -1, but he said -1 equals African reporter sitting across from the lady in the suit.
Oh yeah. Why are you the gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Sir, I am not gay. Why are you gay? You are gay.
We got shot on a scale from 1 to 10 on the official Blurred Lines Media ranking. How gay are you, sir?
I'm gonna look you straight in the camera when I say this.
Okay, already getting pretty sweet.
Zoom in and enhance. Okay.
Yeah.
Zoom in and enhance.
It's real sweet. It's real sweet.
He even licked the lips. Let's go. Sugoi.
Oh. Nah, I would probably have to give y'all like a 1.
Okay.
2. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with the gay people. You know what I mean? Like I advocate for y'all, but like I'm not.
I got a question.
Yeah.
You ever slap somebody on the butt and tell them good gang?
Do I get a level up? Is that a level up?
No, I don't think
you've already kissed bro on the cheek, so
no.
you are well.
I had a female on my football team when I was in 8th grade, and I did it to her, but never.
This man was confident.
I slapped the fuck out of my teammates' asses in football, bro.
That's aggressive.
This man might be a real one. If you ain't never slapped a dude on the butt and said good game.
No, man. I can't remember a time that I did. I always slap him on the helmet or headbutt him.
We had those too, but my coaches beat the shit out of my ass after football, bro.
Yeah.
Your coaches did that to you? Oh my god.
Yeah, coaches.
This boy Sean was born with chest hairs. How manly he is. Man. Nah, bro. I slapped him on the helmet. Get out of here. Barry, on the official Blurred Lines Media scale, how gay are you, sir?
I'm a solid 4.
Solid 4.
Okay, solid 4.
What dictates you being a 4, sir? Heavy on the dick.
Heavy on the dick.
So
it's appropriate for the conversation.
Well, just because even with the slappage of the cheeks in sports, I've always felt uncomfortable. But my conversations with my best friend, like the godfather of my child, they transcend so much. You will be like, what is wrong with these niggas?
Liv is telling it though. The towel slapped the dick in the locker room. Yes. Roll that boy up while we just getting out of 5. Yes.
So I've never done that, but
it used to be a battle. Man, let me. Does that make me a level 8?
There was the cocktail.
Yeah.
See, there's certain conversations that just can't happen on this podcast.
They don't need to know what happened, but
there's literally no conversation that needs to, because
I'm going there. Okay.
No, you're not, nigga. Because I've lived with you and Pat, so there's conversations that don't need to happen.
Oh no, I'm talking about at Forest Ridge. So when I was 2021 in my first apartment, me and Nick had as we always do, had a rivalry of trolling each other. So we thought it was
bro. This is so gay.
thought it was funny that there was a infomercial that was called a cocktail, which we referred to as taking your towel when you get out the shower and legit wrapping it around your Johnson and then walking out the room into wherever you're going to get dressed. So we never did it before. We never actually did it before. But we started this thing where I forget who did it first, if it was me or Nick, but one of us decided that it would be funny to sneak into the shower and start to pour ice water like over the curtain onto the other person. So one day they hit me with it, and I want to say it was both Michael, shout out to my bro Michael, and Nick dumped like 3 or 4 cups of ice water in the shower while I was in the shower one day. So what I did to get back at them is I didn't even dry off. I got out the shower when I was done. There might have still been a little bit of suds on my back, just because I had to be super petty. I put the cocktail on, just wrapped it around my Johnson, and made one lap walking around my apartment.
It was the most uncomfortable shit of my life, bro.
It went into my bedroom.
It was so fucking uncomfortable.
Hell
It was hilarious. They were pissed.
That puts you at an 8, good sir.
You know what? If that puts me at an 8, that puts me at an 8.
That's all right.
You know
I get this sugoi.
It was.
Okay.
Oh, I
Definitely
will
puts
say,
you at an 8.
in high school, there was also one time that this guy kissed me on the cheek, and I didn't like it. Like I
He
slapped.
said I didn't like it.
Yeah.
You guys kissed me on the cheek before, but I
Hey,
immediately was just.
that sounds like something that happened in Degrassi.
I treated that shit like it was my mom kissing. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
Bro, no, like I was so confused. He was like, "Hey, bro, let me holler at you," because like we were like rapping to this chick, whatever. So I'm thinking he's about to say like, "Hey, bro, like how cool are you? Like, you think you could put me on?" So he pulls me to the side in the hallway.
Nah, I like you, bro.
And I'm like, "What's up?" So he leans over as if to speak to me, and then kisses me on the cheek.
He's like, nah, bro.
You, like I grabbed him by his neck and slammed him on the locker, and it was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
He's like, I like that too.
And all in all, I would just like to say we support the gay community. I have one of my closest friends, Devontae, in high school. He came out as gay, and there was a bunch of people trying to like stop being friends with him. And he was like, "I hope this doesn't stop our relationship of us being friends," because Devontae is a close friend of mine. He's always been solid. I don't care. That's still my bro to the day we die. I love that nigga to death. He is just a man whore. Love you, Devontae. We support you. And shout out to Zurich. Because Zurich is the only gay man I've ever met in my life that said the most gangster shit and followed through with it. And to this day, I share his story. And he hates that I do it. I'm going to do it again. It was Thursday in the middle of the afternoon on the bricks at Vincennes University. This man walked out and said, "These hands are bisexual. I will beat a bitch in a nigga ass with a quickness." Ladies and gentlemen, he followed through with that promise later on the night because it was Thursday. And Thursday is Thirsty Thursdays. And if you've been in college, you know what that means. There's shots on shots, baby.
Friday.
Oh my, it's Thirsty Thursday, fucked up Friday, stupid slap Saturday, sober Sundays, messed up Mondays, tipsy Tuesday, wasted Wednesdays.
Gay people be the best fighters, bro.
Oh, I've seen it.
But really quickly, the devil in the chat says that he needs me to put a number to that. I think if I put a number with it, because it was absolutely trolling, I'm gonna say maybe about a 6, and that's because Michael B. Jordan and Troy Baker are absolutely man bae. So that's a thing.
I can agree, and
yeah,
and no lie, I'm sorry. Ryan Reynolds is also a man bae.
Yeah, we could throw Ryan Reynolds in there.
Well, Lady Gunner. We have so much time left. We should probably hit your James Gunn thing because now we.
Yeah, we're gonna hit it, but we need to get Lady Gunner a scale on a 1.
Oh yeah, go ahead. What's the scale? Yeah.
On the Blur Lines Media official scale.
I mean, I ain't licked it, I ain't suck it, so I'm going with I'm probably gonna be like a 9.5 because you know.
This is where everybody in the animes over here.
Wait.
She's too strong.
Wait. So let me ask you a serious question, Lady Gunner. Are you attracted to women?
Yeah. But
Y'all
I
see
think
the
I'm more
awkward silence I
attracted.
created?
Yeah, to think
I
about
think
it.
I'm more attracted to men than anything, so that's why I said
Okay.
9.5.
I mean, and we know.
Mhm.
Lady Gutter gets her swirl on, and that's no secret. We got love for her though. But enough with these shenanigans and tomfoolery.
Woo!
James Gunn pulled up this week, and he gave us plans for what he plans on doing with the DCEU.
DCU.
So it's just the DCU now, is what it? Okay,
Yep.
so it's
Yes.
just
He
going to be
wants
the
to make
DCU.
sure that we differentiate and know the difference. And
Yes.
anything that is not attached to his Justice League world that he's making
Yeah, he
is
said it's
not
called the DC Outworld. I think is
yep,
what he said it was.
Elseworlds.
Elsewhere.
Elseworlds.
Okay, Elsewhere.
Elseworlds.
Flish. That's between us. Don't do that.
Ooh.
Don't do
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
that.
Let's get a little spicy. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little pepper in there.
She's a 10 plus. I'm
Um,
not no 10 plus.
but so my thing is this. There's a lot of cool stuff that came out of there. Like we got confirmation that Damian Wayne is finally getting his cinematic introduction. Super excited about that. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't like Damian, but Damian is probably in competition for my favorite Robin.
He's in my
he's-
opinion the best Robin other than Dick. There's
Yeah.
no other Robin
I
that
don't- and
compares.
people say they don't like him because he's unlikable, but I like the fact that he is overconfident, that he's a bit of a
Mhm.
jerk, and that he's about his
Mhm.
business.
He's literally the flip side of Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
He is the son that Batman literally needs to train from the ground up, whereas Dick Grayson is a natural at everything that
Mhm.
Batman needs him to be.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, and no, it's not like he had to train Damian from the ground up because Damian was
I
already
mean,
a
as far as
dog,
his
but
mental
yeah,
goes.
but definitely, exactly. But you know, going back to the New 52 Batman and Robin comic, my guy Damian Wayne literally took when Batman was on vacation, took the Batman suit, tailored it to his needs, went out and
Mhm.
was Batman. And
Mhm.
when Batman was actually still home and active as Batman, decided to take his own night escapade out to go out, beat up Jason Todd, take his
Mhm.
helmet, beat
Mhm.
up the Red Robin and take his staff, and
Mhm.
beat up Dick Grayson and take his batons, and come
Mhm.
back like, yo, this is my competition. Like, come on, man. Like, put some respect on that boy's name. But the one thing that I do know that he said is that the actors for any animated, live action, and video game counterparts
Yep.
will be expected to all be the same acters and moving
Yep.
forward.
That's gonna be
That's
so
gonna be
tough, bro.
that's gonna be hard.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be so hard.
game
bro.
developers are already speaking up against it and saying that it's going to make things too tight for them on a schedule to do things like that.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be too difficult for them to try and get the correct amount of emotion displayed in the game. And then
Mhm.
if the game is supposed to be like
like a
a
tie-in.
live capture type of game, so if they're capturing and if they're image capturing with the actors as well, like that's just too much to put on an
like
actor schedule.
what is
You'd
that
have
going to do
to
for budget in a
you
game?
literally have to take actors who are B-list actors or no-name actors and give them a 10-year contract. That's literally what I feel like you would have to do, because you're not going to get named actors to commit to this over the course of 10 years and playing a character. You
Yeah.
literally have to find individuals who have no contracts, who have nothing going for them, and for the most part be young as hell. So like, I mean, other than Gal Gadot and what's his name, Samoan,
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Jason, other than Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa, you might have an Ezra Miller, and if you keep that dumpster fire, bro, you're gonna have such an uproar
Yeah.
at DC. So like,
Yeah.
you have two current actors that you can slate for the next 10 years. Is it going to be feasible for them to do this over the next 10 years with them being named actors now? I don't think so. I don't
I don't
think
know.
so.
Yeah, I think the only solution and what I think is really going to happen, we're going to get a bunch of games that don't get greenlit because of this new rule. And then we will also get some games that are only going to shoot to be known as DC Elseworld,
Yep.
because like it, I just don't see how that works, especially if I don't know, Batman,
If
Arkham
I get a
reboot.
Superman game out of it, though, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. And we need a good a Superman game. Like, we need that. But I can imagine that maybe if tomorrow they announce that they want to reboot the Arkham series for PS5 and Xbox Series XS, the biggest issue there is they released that game and maybe, I don't know, just throwing a name out there, maybe they cast Robert Pattinson. Maybe for some reason he comes over to the DCU, even though they've already said that's going to be Elseworld properties. So now we get him, and maybe he does that first game, and that first game is really awesome. What happens in 3 to 4 years when they're ready to do a sequel, and he's not available because he's shooting the movie or doing another movie? Like, I
mean, they get injured from stunts. You know what I mean?
You just
they have life events that happen. Motherfuckers get pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, people die.
The only advantage to any of this is that voice actors in general, and this is in gaming, this is in anything, they are not. Voice actor is not the same as actor in Hollywood.
Right.
So that pay is, it's literally like saying entry level to licensed. All right, like voice actors get paid. Even the best didn't get paid like that unless you were what is her name? Who's the one that does Buttercup? And, no, I'm sorry. She did Bubbles. She did like 2 characters on Teen Titans. She's Chucky Finster. I know y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember her name.
Strong, Tara Storm, Tara Strong, or something like that. Even she lives in this beautiful New York condo. But even still, like, the amount of money she makes versus like a Jason Momoa or something like that. Voice actors, Kevin Conroy, it doesn't matter. They still had to go to conventions to get to sign autographs and shit, where you got to pay people got to pay $50 to $60 per person to see them, whatever like that, because they still weren't getting paid from the companies like WB or whoever the fuck, whatever your TV show is.
Yeah.
So this is the only advantage I see for that, is that they're finally going to get paid what they're worth, but they have to do so much more work now. So I don't even think it's going to last that long. Once WB sees how much money that's going to cost, I'll be like, oh, wait a minute.
That's crazy, because speaking of things that aren't going to last that long, I am not going to last much longer.
I knew it, bro.
I've got fatherly duties. My son Braden is getting ready for orientation for 6th grade. So I'm getting ready to slide out. So I do want to go ahead very quickly, hit you guys with my recommendation. My recommendation is to slide over to our YouTube channel. Go check out the news reviews for Hi-Fi Rush and for Forspoken. If somebody can link those in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. But definitely go check out those reviews. They are high quality. They're available in crispy, clean 4K with great audio, background music, and all that. And if you cannot, for any reason, stomach sitting down for a 8-minute review, then slide over to our TikTok, where you can watch those in a minimal form, which lasts about 60 seconds long. So much love to you guys. You do deserve the heartiest of gangs. Because I won't be here to say it. Somebody else will probably say it at the end of the show. You guys have a wonderful weekend.
All right, you too, man. Give nephew some love for me.
Will do. Peace.
All right, un momentos
So now that he's gone, let's really talk about the... No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I knew he was going to do some shit like that. Speaking of things that's not going to last long.
Yeah, he's out.
Did anyone have any other takes on the James Gunn scenario?
I mean, yeah, it is what it is right now. You just honestly take it with a grain of salt, I don't expect it to be swinging out of the gate. I'm really more interested into seeing what's happening with this Ezra Miller situation, me personally.
Right. Because James Gunn said it is The Flash is the best. And remember, James Gunn is the man that has worked on Marvel movies,
right?
Specifically Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
And he said, and I quote, The Flash is the best superhero movie he's ever seen.
So I'm like, all right, sure.
That's some big, bro. That's some words.
And it's supposed to reset everything. But regardless, they need a new Flash. Regardless, I don't know how public is supposed to accept an Ezra Miller Flash going forward after everything that he's done. Like, and not on top of not getting a Henry Cavill Superman, right? It would be different, I think, if you were bringing back the whole team, if everybody was coming back, and even Ray Fisher, you know, who really doesn't want anything to do with WB until they apologize. If everybody was coming back, I think it would be really different. But you're only bringing back select actors, people who you feel like are quote unquote easy to work with. And for whatever reason, Henry Cavill didn't fit into your time stream as a 25-year-old Superman, which can obviously have been done with CGI and deep faking and all those different techniques that they have at WB. So you didn't want to do that. And now we're at a point where we're waiting on Shazam. Shazam is supposedly going to tie as well into his new DCEU, and he's supposed to be able to bring over Zachary, whatever his name, Zachary Levi. So like you're selecting and picking and choosing which parts, Amanda Waller, Peacemaker, like all these different pieces. You're just kind of nitpicking and cherry picking as to what you really want your universe to look like. Which is fine, I think, but I definitely don't see any like listening to the fans or any of the, I guess, promises that were made to any of us regarding like, you know, the DC universe, the cinematic universe as a whole. So I'm happy that they want to like interconnect everything. I really am. It's about time that everything started to be interconnected, but I think it's going to put a lot of strain on these actors unless they get no names. And I don't know.
But
I don't,
this is just
to see what happens.
But this is a hypothetical theory. As far as actors pushing to put out so much work.
Right.
You remember how who was it? Who said it was a podcast? I'm sorry. I can't remember the actor's name. But he said how we got most of our money from the things we did was because of movie theaters in the back end for a lot of these rental movies and things of that nature. COVID destroyed that type of income from these actors, in which a lot of their movies went to streaming services. We don't know the actual cut that they get from the streaming services or what the layout is for their likeness or whatever being seen. It's like, okay, per minute or per hour, you're getting this type of cut.
Right.
So maybe this is playing a role in which these actors, like, if I put out so much content, like rappers are doing on streaming services, if I put out so much content out, every time it's streamed or someone's looking or using all this, that, and the third, I'm going to get a check out of it. So that could play a role on the financial standpoint. Now, I could be completely wrong, and I'm just looking at it at a completely wrong eye, but maybe that could be a role on why so many actors, they're doing this.
This is actually what you had talked about, Nick, you and actually Ryan on a previous podcast that we will not say the name, that used to be a part of an organization that we will not mention, where you said, and Ryan had said, actors, like athletes, are paid a certain amount of money, right? And people don't realize that this money is their life, this is their living. So for an actor, if you don't get that next role for whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, you like, people think that just because you make millions, you rich. You make millions, but that million, that may be your last gig. You don't know. That depends on whether people like you or not. And now that actors aren't making that kind of money because, like you said, things are split between theater and whatever you make from a Disney Plus or HBO Max or whatever. You don't know how much that actor is getting paid anymore. You don't know if they're getting those royalties. So some of these voice actors may jump at the opportunity, especially the young cats, because they don't know any better. They'll be like, I get to be the next Blue Beetle and voice acting. Like they all about it until you got to get up every day at 4 a.m.
for a minuscule paycheck, and
they don't even know.
They don't even know. And Derek,
well, I mean, I imagine that this would be in the 10-year contract, right?
Yeah.
So whatever Superman he picks, right, would probably be tasked to being Superman on screen, being Superman in whatever video game iteration after the Suicide Squad comes out.
Could it?
And being any animated version of Superman that drops.
So follow me here, Pac and Derek, because you guys are fans of Batman, and we all know who is the Batman. God rest his soul. Could it be that? Because Mark is not coming back. He's not working without his partner in crime. He stated that it's going to be weird. He's like, I'm not. That is like, I get that. Like, I'm not about to go to work. I cannot produce the same amount of art that I've done without my guy.
Right.
So could it be that it's for the next transition of listeners and watchers to get used to the voices that we's like, hey, I know who's voicing. Like, we hear like a Troy Baker playing Ocelot. We know that's Troy Baker playing so-and-so. Could it be the next transition where we're like, these voice actors are going to have these long contracts where it's like, we are going to mold you to know, like, people know your voice at this point. People are going to know your face because of the character that you've been developed in. And then, because my mind is racing at this point. And also, when it comes to money in these movies and things being made, it's very risky for people to make new type of movies right now. It's a hit or miss. The Menu, I wrote a review about The Menu, and it was great. People listen to your boy, and The Menu was a great movie. Right now, superhero movies are the one that's only banking in box office. People are willing to go to the movies to go see them. And you are absolutely correct, Greg. You are absolutely right.
I don't see it.
Troy Baker, I can see being voice actor for Joker. I can see that.
Because they want his Batman to be a little bit older than Superman. If Superman's going to be 30, or excuse me, Superman's going to be about 25 in his movie and in the DCEU. Batman is supposed to already have Damian Wayne and be in his mid to late 30s. So maybe.
And he did confirm the Superman is Clark, or is it John?
So we're talking Superman Legacy, so we're talking Clark Kent, but he has also confirmed Elseworlds Val Zod is still in development. So Michael B. Jordan still has a chance to play Val Zod in Elseworlds Superman as well. But I think that the Batman will probably be Jensen Ackles, just because he does a great job doing voice acting as well as Batman. He really killed Batman in the what is it, the
Bad Blood,
the 52, the new 52 universe Batman in animation. He kills that role. So I think the new Batman will probably be Jensen Ackles, if he doesn't get slated for The Boys. So he's got to get killed off on The Boys first.
We'll end all this with this. We can get into recommendations if y'all want, but I'm just going to say real quick, I have no issue with what you're doing right now, James Gunn, until I see it. However, if you fuck up Batman's suit,
you're going to hear it.
Well, I mean,
I'm a flame.
Derek. Hold on, Charlie. Before you do your thing, can I ask a request out of the Fat Man?
Yeah.
Fat Man. Sir Derek. Us. If he fucks up this Batman suit, can I request one time to bring back the flames in your gut, the fire in your voice for trash?
For trash.
We're gonna do that today. I'm tired of being nice with your nice ass recommendations. I don't even want to do that.
No
shit.
nipples.
Look, you right. Look, Greg did recommendations and he left. So now recommendations ain't here anymore. A new leader has stepped up to take over that of Blurred Lines podcast. It is Mace No Kin and his co-host of Blurred Lines podcast. That's not even his podcast. Do you have anything to say, Lady Gunner, before we
hold on. I did cut off Sean. Before we get into it, let Sean finish his statement. I did cut him off, but I am totally with the trash.
No, I was just gonna read some of the
comments,
because So Ryan, you said we've only had a handful in the last decade. Speaking about superhero movies, so it would not surprise me if these games attached to the superhero movies come to it. They would most likely be bad. MJ, since it's Elseworld, can we have those 2 Snyder Justice League movies? I wish, bro. I really wish that we could get Zack Snyder, but we'll never ever get that unless we go to some alternate dimension. Ryan said really bad. They got rid of everyone but the groomer, Ezra Miller. Will, yeah, Flashpoint absolutely will be used as the reset point, quote unquote, soft reset point for the DCU. But based on what they're talking about with Ezra Miller's therapy, he will probably still be Flash. And Greg said he had to pee.
But
that
yes,
part I was gonna say.
yeah, and we have people in the chat
Yeah.
that said, take them to the motherfucking trash. Kill them with Greek fire. So I have drawn 4 cards from my deck, and I am willing to sacrifice each one of them.
Ooh.
To the Shadow Realm.
To the Shadow Realm. Ooh. To bring out Masnokins.
I'm here.
Summoning of trash.
I'm here.
We are going to,
for all of you.
We're going to hurt them
right now.
Hurt them.
And they don't understand what trash is. What happens is at the end of every episode where you would normally get your recommendations, we take everything that we do not like in the nerd culture world, be it gaming, anime, and porn. And we take that muff.
Take that muff.
Put it in the nearest rocket ship. Launch it into space, into the Ark Gurren. Wait for it to crash, then explode, then get grabbed, then have Giga Drill pushed up its ass, sent to the next dimension, burning in Greek fire. The Fuego Basura. Flaming trash. This is the trash segment where I'm about to tell you. I'm going first. Okay, can I go first? Can I go first?
Yeah. Do your thing. Okay. Do your thing.
All right. What I want to put in the trash so bad is myself. The past makes no kin. Let me explain why. Ever since 2 podcasts ago, 2 Blurred Line podcasts ago, that means that y'all took a break for like 2 weeks. You had the one last week, and then before that,
yeah, we had Christmas break. Christmas break.
So the podcast before the last one that you had in December. Ever since that podcast, I have tried to do something new. I told myself for a New Year's resolution, I am going to respect and love Microsoft. I said that if I do things different and flip opposite and encourage them to be better, to do better, and the thing about the cookies and the sweaters and the refrigerator would be amazing if I just believe. I did. I did it for a whole week. But no matter how often I said the following, Xbox is great, Amen. Microsoft can do no wrong. Final Fantasy IX was amazing. All this stuff. And that Microsoft cookies are delicious. I even said that Sony was trash because they didn't have a refrigerator.
Blasphemy.
But every time I did something to build them up, they kept fucking up until Hi-Fi Rush. How many people got laid off at Microsoft?
10,000. No, I'm sorry. Not 10,000. No.
Was it like 12?
Oh, hold on.
No, it was a bigger number than that. I thought it was like 30 or something.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That was keep talking. I got you. I'll bring in the number.
Well, either way, every time I tried to say something positive about this company, something negative came out about them.
Yes, 10,000.
And even Phil Spencer during his last he did a thing with IGN. It was a 46-minute interview where he even admitted, he goes, we're really sorry, fans. We don't know why we didn't push out as many games in 2022. That is something that you all expect from us, and we didn't comply. So this year we're aiming to do better. Every time they say aiming, okay, you were aiming in 2013. You were aiming at the launch of the Xbox
Speak
One.
your mind.
You were aiming with the Xbox Series S, and even now, the Sony has announced that PlayStations are on the market where more people can get them. If you check Google,
aiming.
If you check Google for 2022, which Xbox did not want to release their sales numbers, they still are only selling 16 million to Microsoft's 30 million. I'm sorry, Sony's 30 million, PlayStation's 30 million. That means a system that is not in stores is literally people walk into the store and they go, do you have PS5s? No, but we got this Xbox Series S. Oh, okay, thanks. And they walk out the door. End the conversation. That is literally what is happening with Microsoft. I'm done. I'm done being positive. I'm done being respectful. I'm done believing in something that doesn't exist. You gave me one
doesn't exist
in 2 years, and you think that's enough to win back my faith, my pride in you? Any of that? You fucked up Halo. You fucked up Gears. You fucked up Fable because you still haven't announced it yet. You ain't said shit about Starfield in your last press conference, and you fired 10,000 of your employees. Fuck Xbox and
throw it in the trash.
The pits of the Fuego Basura.
Throw it in the trash.
And then he ends his turn.
Yes, and I take their moms and lay them face down in defense position.
Jesus.
Your turn.
Who would like to throw something else into the trash?
Lady, what do you want to throw into the trash?
The alcohol she drank.
I don't got nothing to throw.
The alcohol she threw.
Right. Hey, bro, she was woo.
Lady Gunn has.
I don't got nothing I want to throw in the trash.
Yeah,
nothing in the nerd world pissing you off right now? Nothing in the nerd world pissing you off right now?
Nah.
That's good.
I'm proud of you. Lady Gunner has such a good heart. She's very lovable.
Do you have a recommendation?
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Tell them about your new love, about your new waifu you discovered.
Ooh.
My new love I discovered is this game I need to buy. Is it what? Guilty?
Oh shit! Stop it.
Oh, I was playing that with Derek last night.
Well, Guilty Gear Strive?
Yeah,
yes.
She played Strive. Guess what her character is?
I don't know her name.
It better not be Jacko.
Tosugeki.
Oh, really?
Man, she throws dolphins.
Wow.
As Hadoukens.
Right.
I love it.
That's annoying.
As fuck.
I know a player that does that, a local player, like an indie who... Lady Gunner, if I ever see you online playing that character, understand that in the best Derek voice, everyone gets a demon.
Oh, listen.
There will be no mercy.
Everyone in the Blurred Lines that's here in the chat and everywhere else, make sure that you're sharing this so everyone else can see this, or make sure that you clip what I'm about to say so you'll be a part of it. Blurred Lines will have, Gunner and Blurred Lines will have their fighting game representation show here very soon, which I will be commentating. Yes, no, it is not called Totu. We are sending it back to be reevaluated with Blurred Lines LLC. But I do want to say that I'm really happy that she's playing fighting games. I'm really happy more people are playing fighting games. This year is so big for fighting games.
It's huge, man.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It makes me really happy because this is the time skip. Because in 2020, that's when tournaments stopped. So what you're seeing now in 2023 is everybody.
Did you just give me a One Piece time skip and you just gave me the chest of fire?
Yes.
Derek, why would you do?
Everyone that has been practicing and playing fighting games for the last 2 years, but you couldn't go to any tournaments, you couldn't level up. J-Force just did his time skip last night at that tournament where he beat top 8 in Soul Calibur. Okay? Everyone is now evolving and they've come back with longer hair and scars on their face and shit.
Yes.
This is the time.
Yes. Yes. This is the time to get in there. I've been playing DNF Duo. I've been back in Mortal Kombat. I've been playing some Street Fighter. Quietly been leveling up. I've been quiet. I need to play some Guilty Gear Rev 2 with Ryan because I love Rev 2 a lot more than Strive. Just more because I know they're about to do some rollback. I know Dragon Ball FighterZ is about to do the rollback netcode. Oh my god.
Dragon Ball FighterZ supposed to do a rollback
Ryan
netcode?
did it. Hurry and call this before somebody else claims it. Blurred Lines Podcast, Lady Gunner, the official Blurred Lines Podcast fighting game competition streamed live on YouTube /
I'm not mad at that. That's fucking fire.
Japanese symbols. It's there. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
We're calling it Tosugeki.
No. Olivia, if you could please go ahead and get the okay? Go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, do the thing, the magic and all the okay. Sprinkle some crack on it. We love you. Who else has a trash?
Oh, I have a trash, but I packed this. Oh no, this trash is. It recently just happened.
I want to take the opinions of Forspoken and throw them in the trash. My recommendation is to give the game a chance before you really say it's trash. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a 7. it's a hard fucking 7. I think DadPad gave it an 8 on the actual review. But try it before you really make a decision. If you want to wait till it's free on PlayStation Plus, do that, but try it.
But okay, this is a good middle of how Sony comes in with fire. We have some good recommendations for games to play, and things are coming out in the middle. And I'm coming in with the logo of not only God of War, but the showcase of Final Fantasy 16. And I'm not only coming with Final Fantasy 16, I'm also coming with more heat, more fire. I'm coming with Armored Core gameplay and release date with this trash that I'm coming with. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, you gave it a 7. Thank you, Greg.
So this is what I have to say. Value yourself and your fucking time.
Ooh.
Understand your talents. These fucking companies do not care about you. I recently just seen a job posting of the exact thing that I do for work posted for a substantial, roughly $40K more than what they're offered me. For the same exact thing I do, for the same exact job, for the same exact install, for the same exact time you will be clocking in.
Wow.
Damn, Olivia going off.
You will
apply for it?
No, I do that position now. The same exact company post. Yes, they posted the same exact position that I'm doing right now for $40K more.
This is why they say it's not what you know, it's who.
It's no, sir. It's value your fucking self. Do not invest any more into these companies because they don't give a fuck about you. I'm not going to put my man's business out there, but fuck DoorDash.
Oh, my mama.
I'm not going to tell them what they did to my boy, but fuck them. For these big name companies that want to sit here and say we're family. No, we're not. No, you're not.
Family.
All these 10 years of what's going on of saying you've gotten rid of people who are vets in the game who've been there for 30 years. And then you're going and then you're reposting the jobs that you just let go.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Man,
Sure
what?
Right.
They sure are.
So I that loud yelp that I gave, I was because I seen it because I was going through my emails. That's my Sunday thing, and I seen that, and I wanted to scream. I wanted to break something, but I know my worth. I know what I do. I do a lot when it comes to this technology thing. I do so much on my side, by myself, that I've encouraged others to get into tech as well. I've gotten people into tech as well. And you're not going to stop me, but motherfucker, you can go in the trash. You can burn in there. I'm not giving you the pleasure of Greek fire. I'm not giving you the pleasure to look at a Giga drill while it destroys you. You will get the pain and suffering of being trapped in the tree that my boy and Yu Yu Hakusho use and suffer internal damnation.
Ooh. Ooh. That's that Karama tree.
Exactly. You will stay there and you will suffer. I'm done.
Glorious. That was a trash. I'm happy we are.
That was a good trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except for Gunner over here. Oh, everything's nice and good, and I
So
just love it.
Jackie.
Throw that in the trash too. My God. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much for coming to Blurred Lines Podcast.
Hold on, Liv. Throw it in the trash. Allow her to speak her mind in the chat.
Throw it in the trash. This year I'm throwing myself down. Hey.
Period.
She said,
hell yeah.
I've seen your work.
Hell yeah.
I've seen your work. I've seen what you've done.
You can do that shit.
But Derek,
that shit.
as we wrap up, Derek, I want to thank you for coming through. You always bring the fire. You always bring the fighting spirit. I greatly appreciate what you come. You're always going to be welcome, and I'm thankful that you are coming in with a project with Lady Gunner with a tournament base. I'm ready to hear. People don't understand the talent you have when it comes to hyping up fighting game events and just talking that FGC talk, because people think that Derek, before we go off, I need you to break down what the FGC is to people, because they think it's just warm, cuddly bear, like some League of Legends tournaments or some Call of Duty that you can sit.
Bring out your inner demon.
You know what I'm saying? National Kid, let them know that we pop our shit. We teabag. We welcome everyone. You're more than welcome to come. But if you do not keep your hands, exactly, if you don't keep your hands up, your jaw will be broke.
I don't care if she's a woman, a baby, or somebody's grandma.
Exactly.
I found out one of my. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say fighting games are martial arts. The moment you step in the ring, like it was boxing or anything else, man, woman, or child, grandpa, it doesn't matter. You get that ass clapped. Period.
Wow.
Period.
You accepted your fate when you stepped in the dojo.
When you hit the character select screen and you decided that you want to play against whoever else, be it a pro, casual, whoever, it is knives to the throat. Do or die.
Do or die. And it doesn't matter how many times you fall down. You get back up and keep fighting. Derek, how many times I come to your house while I stayed in India and I got my ass whooped by you and Joe, but I still came back? Countless.
You coming. You just keep doing it until you get the one victory. Now, don't do the Ryan thing and win one match and then never come back.
Duck.
Don't do that.
Don't duck.
That's the level of gay that we're going to give a -7. Okay, you don't do that. But
extremely gay, Ryan.
But make sure that you 100% keep trying. Gunner for the first time pulled up to some Guilty Gear, had no idea what she was doing. Zero clue. Then she learned how to do a move that I can't even do. The Totsugeki, hold back, then forward, then hit square. That move is harder to do than you think. It's a chargeback technique. Not everybody can do that, but she did it on her second or third try. Excellent. That's evolution. That is fighting games. The more time you put into it, the results will show. Hit the dojo.
And with that,
yes, sir.
I want to thank everyone for pulling up. Lady Gunner, has been a pleasure. Pack has been a pleasure. Derek,
always.
G, give nephew love. Thank you for being here. If you guys have any recommendations, trash you want to talk about, let us know so we can put it out there for you. And if you are interested in being a guest on our show, you are more than welcome. Please reach out. We love what we're doing here. We love the things that we are building. We appreciate every piece of love and support that we get out there. And if you did not like or subscribe to this channel, Derek, give them the demon.
Ooh, I wish I could. Is there a way? Hold on, no, the chair's in the way. I'm gonna do it later when we go live later tonight and make sure everyone tunes in. If you're not subscribed to Blurred Lines Podcast, you need to be. The Tekken World Tour Finals are tonight with the announcements for Tekken 8, and we will be here for those live reactions.
Myself and my boy Derek will be here going crazy.
Joined with Trapped in Animes, Joe the Godhand.
Joe Godhand. So with that, we appreciate that, and y'all have a great rest of the day. Peace, love, and hair grease. We's out.
Gang.